finally get to use all my gear for work now. So, been driving around on mostly empty streets, filming videos for work, and it got me thinking about this weird age of Corona that we're all in and how you can go about finding a good whistle teacher these days. Skype, Zoom, FaceTime, they're all great tools, but you still have to find someone who's going to fit your style and help you get what you want out of the whistle. Not what I want. I already know what I want to get. Those of you that have been following the channel know that I've been teaching Skype lessons for a while now, and with the pandemic it's even gotten more intense, which, you know, makes sense. As we all know, everybody's got a lot of time on their hands, and that's great. They're using it to learn new things. I mean, I've been doing the same thing. I'm learning how to make pizzas again, making dumb internet videos in my driveway, trying to drum up some content for the band. And I haven't actually started cutting my own hair yet, but I'm giving it more and more thought every day. Whenever I start with a new student, there's a few questions I always ask, because I want to find out if I'm going to be a good fit for them. And these are the same questions you ought to be asking yourself, because they'll help you find a teacher that's going to get you where you want to go. Intro. Question number 1. Why do you want to learn the whistle? It's not the type of instrument you hear and see every day in just regular old daily life. So who did you hear? What is it that got you into it in the first place? Was it Irish traditional music? Was it something you heard in something more mainstream? What is it about the whistle that appeals to you? Why do you want to learn how to play it? Question 2. What do you want to get out of lessons? I always ask students this question specifically because I want to know what it is they're looking for, or what it is the person who's paying for the lessons is looking for in the case of kids. But if you could snap your fingers and play, just play as good as you wanted to play right now, what would you play? Where would you play? Is it Irish traditional stuff? Do you want to go play in a session? Do you want to play in a band? Do you want to play pop music and accompany singers? That sort of thing. Are you just trying to get the basic fundamentals down to be able to just start cranking some notes out of the thing? Maybe there's a couple of tunes that you heard at a local session that you want to pick up. Are you trying to learn ornaments? Are you trying to learn variations and the ability to play along with songs? Question 3, and this is probably the most important one that I ask people: who and what are you listening to? There's not a lot of rules to this instrument, so your style is going to be crafted and shaped by who it is that you're listening to, what sort of influences that you've got. So who you've heard before and who you like is going to tell me a lot about whether or not I'm going to be a good fit for you. You guys know I do 99% traditional Irish music on this channel, because that's the only thing I really know anything about. If the student I'm talking to is looking for that, if that's what they are interested in learning, then I'm usually pretty confident that I'm going to be a good fit for them as a teacher. And it doesn't mean that I can't teach someone how to play the Titanic theme song or the Braveheart theme song, but it means that I'm going to teach them in my style, which is the Irish traditional style. And that may or may not be what you're looking for. Now, the fact is, pretty much anyone can teach fundamentals: how to hold the whistle, how to get basic tone, how to cover the notes properly. And if that's where you want to start, and that's where you need to start, anybody can do that for you. But it won't be very long before you decide you want to find your own style, or you want to adapt and learn a style that inspires you. And that's where your teacher is going to make a lot of difference, because they need to know the type of style that you're looking for if they're going to be a good fit for you. I've had several folks contact me who want to learn how to play pop music or country music, things like that on the whistle. And I get it. It's portable, it's relatively affordable, so it's kind of easy to get into, and at first glance the whistle does seem pretty simple as an instrument. And I've taught those folks. But what I end up teaching them is how to apply an Irish traditional style or an Irish traditional sound to whatever music it is that they want to play. Because that's the only thing that I know how to do. It'd be the same as a bluegrass musician trying to play Irish music. They might be able to get the notes out, but they'd stick out like a sore thumb at a session because it's a different style. So my best advice would be find somebody who plays what it is that you want to do. And if that's Irish music, awesome. Ask them what sessions they go to. Go hear them play if you can, or at least when you could before the apocalypse. And speaking of which, see if you can find somebody local. Skype and FaceTime, all that stuff is great, and it'll certainly get you going, but it doesn't replace face-to-face lessons. So if you can find somebody who's out and about, who's playing regularly, who plays what you do, go talk to them. Go find out if they're a good fit for you, because that's going to be the most important thing. Finding somebody who's going to teach you what it is that you're looking to learn, not just the basics. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope it made some sense. And if you are looking to learn Irish traditional music, feel free to hit me up. I do teach a lot on Skype and FaceTime and all that stuff. I'm taking on new folks. Be happy to, because we've all got lots of time on our hands. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.